Hello dear students, how are you? So previously we have made a program to detect whether a number is prime number or not using a for loop, and here we have used a counter variable. Okay, now let us modify this program and use a flag variable this time. A flag is a normal variable whose value will be varying between true or false. So flag, flag is the variable name. Now let us change the value of this flag to true, let's say. Okay, so initially we are assuming that the number entered by the user is true, and if we have a factor, or if we are able to find a factor, then we are changing the value of this flag to false. Flag is equals to false. So that means I will get the value of flag false only when this piece of a condition is true, or we have at least one factor. Okay, so I have to change it because 1 is the factor of all the numbers. So from 1 we should not be looping through 1, we should be looping through 2 to number, okay, or number minus 1. That means if there is a factor between 2 to number minus 1, then we will get a flag is equals to false. Okay, let's test this. So if the value of flag is equals to, that means true, which is the initial value, then the number is prime, otherwise the number is not prime. Let's check this. Now I am writing 49. Let's see, the number is not prime. And one more time, let's say this time I'm going to enter a prime number. Now you can see the number is prime. Okay, hope you got the logic. Let us test this logic one more time now by using a debug. Okay, so let me minimize this and debug this. Now I am taking a very simple number, okay, and this time I will be taking, let's say, 4. 4 is the non-prime number, and check it out. Okay, so now you can see the value of flag is equals to true, that is our initial value, and the number we have entered, or by user we have entered 4. Okay, now let us step into it, and here is the button. If you click on it, now you can see the value of I is increased to 2, and now we are going to divide it. Okay, so now if I click on it, now the condition is true, so we will move inside and the value of flag will be changed from true to false. Okay, so the value is false right now. Now let us step into, now see, 3 doesn't divide, still it doesn't go, but we haven't changed the value of flag to true. That means it will remain false after the first execution of the condition. Okay, or if the condition is true for the one time. Okay, so now let us run this program, and now you can see the condition is false, and that's why we are getting the number is not prime. Okay, hope you got it. Now let us test this program against the prime number, that is, let's say, 5. Okay, this time I'm going to enter 5 and then press enter. Now you can see the number is 5 and the initial value is true. Now let us debug this program. See, now see, condition is false, condition is still false, the value of 3, and if you divide it by 5 you will get a 2 remainder. So 2 is not equals to 0, that means the condition is still false, and we will move back to the loop condition, and the value of I will be increased to 4, and 4 modulus 5 is not equals to 0, That means the condition is false, and then again we move ahead. And see, loop is terminated, and we have this condition is true 0 times. That means the value of flag remains false. Okay, now the value of flag is false, the condition is true, and if we execute this piece of a code, we move inside and the message is printed, the number is prime. Okay, hope you got it. Now one more thing, instead of writing flag equals to true, what we can do, we can shorten this expression like this. Okay, it will still work. Let us run this program and enter 5 and see one more time. Let's have this time 49. Now you can see the number is not prime. So this is how we can use the flag variable instead of counter variable. Now you will ask, which method is better? Actually, the method which we have used here is better than the previous one because it requires two less iterations. Okay, so previously we were counting the value, and every time loop was executed from 1 to n minus 1 to n. Okay, but here the loop is executed to 2 to number. Okay, there is another version where we can write another statement called, let's say here we can write a break. So this is even better statement. This break is called jump statement, and the work of this jump statement is to, when it encounters, it will terminate the nearest for loop. Okay, so this will terminate the for loop. For example, let us take an example of 4. It is taking some time. Let's wait, and this time I'm going to enter 4. See, so the value of I is how much, you can check it out, 2, and the condition is true. The the value of flag will change to false, and then see, it should move up toward the for loop, but since break is there, so it will go to the line number 10. Let's test it. See, as soon as flag is as soon as break statement is executed, we straight away terminate the for loop and move to the next statement, that is flag, if flag. Okay, so the value of flag is false, so the condition is false, and this statement should be executed. Okay, let's hit F8 and F8. Now you can check it out, my program is still working. So this is even better approach. Okay, and this break statement is called a jump statement, okay, which terminates the nearest for loop. Okay, we will see what is a nearest for loop, which is most you can say close to the break statement. Here we have only one for loop, so it will terminate the this for loop, right? So this is all for today, and now there is a time to have a question, and today's question is of enter a number from user, yeah, using user entry, whatever, from user, and test whether, sorry for my spelling mistake, whether the number is perfect or not. Okay, so what are perfect number? For example, 6 is a perfect number because its factor 1 plus 2 plus 3, if you add these, so it will give you 6. So the number you have entered is the sum of the factors. Okay, if this is true, then you can say the number is perfect number. Okay, and you have to do it with the help of a for loop as well as while loop. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye. and see you next time.